It's hard to believe.
Yeah, we started out with really, was it just Putnam County when we started out?
No, it was Putnam County and the 5 or 6 counties around.
Okay,
And
but
so-
still, it's at least doubled, if not
It's at
a
least
little more
doubled
than that.
because we reach into the Archdiocese of Cincinnati as well as the Columbus Diocese with Hardin County and south from there. So
Yeah, fantastic. So we got to give you those numbers because we need you to call. The phones have been way too quiet this
Way too
afternoon.
quiet.
And we know that you are on the way home from work. We see you. We hear you. We know you are there. So I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Give us a call. 888-287-0655. That's 888-287-0655. You can also text the word GIVE to 419-969-3255. Or you can go to holyfamilyradio.fm or the Holy Family Radio app and make your donations or pledges really through that because it can be a pledge. You can send it in later. We have several people that do that who say,
absolutely.
I'll send in a check when I get my tax refund or I'll bring you in a check on Friday. So a lot of people like to use credit card. That's great. One-time donation, recurring donation, it doesn't matter to us. We are just deeply appreciative of your partnering with us in this Catholic radio mission that we have here in Northwest Ohio. So the numbers are 888-287-0655. Call now because you're going to want to listen to our next guest. So 888-287-0655 or text the word GIVE to 419-969-3255. So Deacon Jeff, it is the time on the day that we like to recognize our school folder art contest winners, right?
That's correct.
So why don't you tell us just briefly what the theme was this year? Do you want to do that, or do you want the students to?
No, we can we can talk about that. Yeah, because we've this is like the 6th year I think that we've done this contest, and it's been a different theme every year. I think we started off with faith because it was the year of faith at the time, and then we had mercy. Family was last year. We had love was one.
I think you had hope even one year.
And hope, right? We covered all those cardinal virtues, right? Those. Whatever. So anyhow, so this year, because it's the Eucharistic revival in the diocese for this year, we decided to do the Eucharist, which makes perfect sense, right, for another topic. And so that was our theme this year.
Yes. And so we, with no further ado,
delay,
we would like to announce our winners.
Yes.
So we have 3 divisions. The first is the kindergarten through 3rd grade division. And the runner-up in that division is Brooklyn Fürst. Excuse me. Sorry.
Well, I have to say that here. I'll show it.
Yeah. And Deacon, if you're watching online or streaming through YouTube, Facebook, our website, our app, you can see the art drawing. Her artwork created by Brooklyn Fürst. You say it. Fierced. As if you are fierce.
Right. The reason why I got to mention that is because on the back, she gave a little pronunciation.
I love that.
Guide for this.
So in other words, I should be holding it.
Yes, you should be holding it. It says fierced.
Yeah. Fierced. Fierced. Perfect.
Yes.
She's figured out how to phonetically spell her name for people.
Exactly.
Like Schrader. Sometimes has to worry about. Only outside Putnam County.
Yep.
Okay, the first place winner in the K through 3rd grade division is Harper Ricker from St. John Delphus. And that is her, I think her is Harper. Harper's a girl's name.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her entry that Deacon Jeff is holding up there to the camera. And then moving on to the 4th to 6th grade division, our runner-up is Adeline Schrader, 6th grader at St. Mary's Lipsick. And again, Deacon Jeff is holding that up. That one's very colorful. Lots of different colors in that. And our first place winner is Morgan Steckschulte, a 5th grader at St. Peter and Paul, Ottawa, who also happens to be in studio with us. And Deacon Jeff is holding that up. Thank you. And finally, the 3rd division is the 7th to 8th grade division. And the runner-up in that division is Casey Inkrot, a 7th grader at St. Peter and Paul. And she is also in studio with us here today. And Deacon Jeff was just holding up hers. And then finally, the first place winner in the 7th to 8th grade division was Sophia Hilty, also a 7th grader at St. Peter and Paul.
And I like that. The Eucharist is my highway to heaven.
Yeah.
So very nice.
You have to have it close to the camera to see that, at least for my vision. But you did it. You did great.
There we go.
All right.
So congratulations to all those winners. They're all
Absolutely.
winners. Even if you're a runner-up, you're a winner.
You still get on the folder.
That's right. You get on the folder. For those of you who are watching on the live stream, the winners go on the cover. So we've got 3, winners here. And then on the back is our runner-ups. So they're going to be right there on the back. This is last year's folder. The theme was family, so you can see the word family pretty big on each of those. So it's a real joy for us to run this contest to kind of highlight our students that are in Catholic schools, to support them and to understand that. So we're here, and we always invite the administrators, teachers, parents, and students to come and share a
Whoever can
little bit of
make it.
time with
Yeah,
us. Yeah, anybody
yeah.
who can make it.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't mind, Casey, I'd like to start with you and ask you if you could sort of describe for us where you got your idea from, where your inspiration came from.
Okay, so I wrote a quote from the Bible, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." And I kind of did the blood of Christ and the body of Christ with the Holy Spirit. And I decided to do that quote because when you look at the Eucharist with the blood, you don't immediately think, oh, that's body and blood. You might think that's bread and wine. But I wanted to show people that it actually is Jesus' body and blood right there in the Eucharist.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Did it take you, were you able to capture what you had in your mind on a first draft, or did it take a couple of tries before you got it the way you wanted it?
It took me a couple tries. I did it on several papers before that, and I don't think I got it quite right until this last try right here. And I think it turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. You were one of the winners. That's great. And have you always enjoyed art, or was this sort of like, it was a lucky break that, you got this, but you've never really been into art? Which would you say?
I actually really enjoy doing art. I sketch a lot in my free time, and I mainly draw animals because I enjoy doing that. So I think that this was a really fun project for me to do, and I think I might continue drawing like that.
Yeah. I imagine animals are a bit of a challenge to capture.
Yes, they are.
In a drawing. Yeah, yeah. So you have my admiration because I was an abysmal failure at art. That was not my forte whatsoever. Do you have brothers and sisters that are interested in art as well, or are you kind of the solo person in your family interested in art?
I think my younger sisters like art, but my older siblings are not that into art.
Okay. So you're the first one, essentially, of the family that's really shown some interest in the visual arts.
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah. So that probably means maybe you'll take art in high school, do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Which for you, as a 7th grader, is really only 1 year away.
Yeah.
Until you're off to the high school.
Yep.
So how do you feel about that?
I'm excited for it. My older siblings say they really enjoyed high school, but they say that SPPS was really nice too. So I'm excited for high school also.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's really good to see the pros of each and enjoy, the benefits that each one has to offer. That's wonderful. Morgan, I wonder if we could turn to you. We have Morgan here. She is our winner in the 4th to 6th grade division. I wonder if you could tell us the same, basically how you came up with your idea.
So I have like a scroll that looks like it's kind of from the Old Testament, and it says, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." And then I have the Eucharist above the chalice kind of glowing. And I just thought that would be kind of cool because it's different than other people's because it actually looks like it's older.
It was at I'm looking at your drawing from here, and those that are watching online, you had a chance to look at it when we announced the winners, but you may not be able to see it now. It has yellow in the center, which I presume is the bread portion there, and then you've got the brown around it. Was that meant to convey a sense of, oldness? Is that a term? Is that a word? Oldness?
Sure. You can do that.
Sense of the age of
Yeah.
of what you were trying to convey using brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any trouble deciding upon those colors, or was it, kind of like right away you knew what you wanted to do?
Well, I kind of used the iPad for it, but I didn't have the same colors that I wanted to use, so I kind of just decided to use different shades of brown.
Okay. That's it. We forget, don't we? We old fogies like us, we forget that the kids can get great ideas from iPads and internet for drawings and artwork. That was never It's probably half the reason I was a failure, at least, right, at art. But
You didn't have the right resources, right? Is that
That's
what you're
right.
saying?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Yeah. Listeners, your story is that you need to call 888-287-0655. That's 888-287-0655. Call and give your best donation, whatever that is. It is helpful to this station. It is helpful to this ministry. If that's $5, if that's $500, whatever it is, it's your best gift, and it is meaningful, and it is helpful. You can also text the word GIVE to 419-969-3255. Morgan, what about, you have brothers and sisters as well? Yeah. So is it a big family of artistic people, or are you kind of one of the only ones that is interested in art?
My dad is pretty good at it, and my brother's pretty good at it too.
That's
my
great.
little sister says she's not very good at it, but I think she's pretty good at it.
She probably just needs a little tutoring from you, right? Yeah. Well, that's a great advantage to have a parent that's interested in it, and that can give you some tips and show you some of the things that they've done, potentially over the years. That really helps develop that, doesn't it? Yeah. Are you hoping to study art further, often into high school or beyond?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be great. It looks like it'll be a great way to utilize the gifts that God has given you. I'd like to get, if they don't mind, I'd like to get the moms a little closer to the mics who weren't prepared for the fact that we're live streaming. So we all understand that. But I wanted to ask you as moms, what do you, well, let's start with one so you're not looking at each other in terms of who's going to speak first. But Casey's mom, Renee, I believe.
Yes.
What kinds of things do you do in the home to encourage an interest in art and in the arts in general? We need you to get real close to that microphone if you can. Pull it towards you.
Yeah.
I probably don't have a great answer. The kids are usually the ones that are wanting to get out all the art supplies, and they have a whole art table at home. We call it the kid area. It's usually full of every type of art supply you can ever want. That's where they're to stay and do all their art, and Casey does a great job of teaching her little sisters all these different art projects. So usually there's always someone doing art at our house and making a mess.
That's a great answer. Yeah, absolutely. And how about you, Jill? What sort of things do you guys do in the home to encourage the kids? Is that all on your husband, or do you help out there?
No, I think we have an art table as well. The kids seems to get strewn all over our house, though, for some reason. But we like to do Cricut projects and just different crafting.
Oh, that's great. So you kind of expand into the crafting aspect of arts and crafts as well. Because some people are very focused more on the art side and drawing and painting and things like that and don't really do any crafts. But it sounds like you guys do a little bit of both, or a broad spectrum there.
I would say Morgan does more of the drawing and things like that, though, outlining.
Mm-hmm.
What is the program you use? The one?
Oh, it's called Art for Kids Hub.
Oh, okay. That's an online site that you're able to access to help you? That's great. What about at your house, Inkrots? Do you guys do the crafty things too, or is it more limited to the arts, the art side of it?
I think Hope and Krista, my younger sisters, do more of the art, and I do the drawing, I guess.
Okay. But not quite so much like crafting and doing different like projects and things.
That's Hope and Krista more.
Yeah, gotcha. Absolutely. You've carved out your space, so that's great. We appreciate it.
I think that Casey got a lot of this from her grandparents. Her grandparents, especially grandmas, were both very crafty, very good at sewing, very good at maybe not so much drawing, but just the creativity aspect of it. I don't have that. I must skip a generation. Casey definitely has it.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes that's absolutely the case, that some of those talents, quote, skip a generation and pass on to, to the grandchildren or that next generation down. So we'll take it anyway, right? Yeah. So have you girls made entries in our art contests in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a choice whether to do that at SPPS, or is that just an art project that's assigned to you?
It's an art project.
It's an art project? Yeah.
Sometimes we have a choice. Like, they'll tell us what it's for, and then we can choose to sign up for it or not.
Okay.
But a lot of the time, it's an assignment, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
great. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the benefits of Catholic schools is that one of the many. We could wax philosophical about that for hours, but the ability to integrate our faith into all aspects of the education,
Right,
and
right.
art, the ability to make the art focused on faith, or not, depending on the project. But it's a true blessing that you have in Catholic school, that your entire education has that foundation of faith and the ability to study a subject through a variety of different means, because some people, we know some people learn by doing, by the art of doing. Some people learn by hearing their teacher speak. Some people learn better by reading. Some people are a mixture of any variety of those. So you're truly blessed to be able to have the ability to learn your faith through a variety of different mediums.
Right.
Attending Catholic school. I had to get a commission or something for plugging
Oh,
Catholic
yeah.
schools. No,
Oh,
just
absolutely.
kidding.
Yeah, but we like to tie it into we announce the theme and announce it to all the schools a couple of weeks before Catholic Schools Week, so that if they want to make that as a project as part of Catholic Schools Week, they can, and so it just makes it makes sense for us to kind of do it at that time, and I think it works rather well for us to make it, to do it at that time. So I have to ask now that, when you were notified that you had won, either runner-up or winner, you guys both are winners here, are they? Are you? No, you're runner-up.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're the winner on this other side. Okay. Were you surprised?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know that that's really what we were doing there
Okay.
for this, what I drew here.
Okay.
I didn't know it was for this. I
Okay.
just thought it was an art project for school.
Very, very good. How about you?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised, but nobody in my class was. They say I always win like every drawing contest.
I wanted to ask if any of you had won in the past. Have you won our contest in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you say how long ago it was? Was it last year or the year?
Third grade.
Third grade. Okay.
Third grade.
So yes, you are currently fifth grader. So 2 years ago. All right. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
That's great.
nice to see that repeat performance.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
So we've got in this new studio, we have a nice big window out here. We have some observers out here
Oh
that
my
I've
goodness.
noticed.
Yes.
So are those younger brothers and sisters?
Should I turn my camera?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she can turn your camera.
You'll have to tell me if you're getting the picture.
Oh yeah, okay. Kim's
All
camera.
right. Wave. Right. Wave at the camera. Over here. Well, they're waving. If you're watching, oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
There we go.
See, right here. You're on live stream, so maybe some of your friends are seeing you on Facebook or YouTube or something like that.
That's right.
You're on YouTube. Wow. Thank you for coming and watching. Oh yeah, now they get to see it out there. So
That's right. We're
that's the
streaming
turn of the
live out
head.
there as well.
Yeah. Now they
So
see themselves.
It's technology, right?
Yeah.
It's great. Absolutely great to be
Yeah.
able to not only share, this, by video, but also to anybody else who happens to be listening or watching later on, and we can share that also in our school folder. So,
Are these sort of things recorded, Deacon Jeff, so they can go back and watch themselves?
yep, absolutely. I'll
Right.
take some time over the next few weeks. Usually next week is the quiet period for me where I don't get to talk so much and kind of come down from all this talking. But yeah, I'll edit these videos, and last year I released those, and so you'll have them available, and you'll either love it or you'll hate it. I don't know, but either way, I certainly appreciate you coming in and being brave, wondering what the heck does it mean to be on radio, right? Who listens to radio anymore, right? Do you guys
Lots
listen
of
to
people.
radio
Sometimes.
sometimes?
Is it in the car or in other places?
I listen to it on my Alexa sometimes and in the car.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah. So listening at home too. Yeah. Is we get a mix on that. We get some really passionate listeners who, want to listen to it all the time, and they've got their app, got it on the app, and they get out of the car and it's playing on the app into the house and all of that. And then others that are, a little bit more just car listeners. So we'll take them anyway.
That's
Any
right.
way. Yeah. And we love having young listeners. That's great.
Yep.
That's really fantastic. Listeners, we're talking to you out there. We need you to give us a call at 888-287-0655. That's 888-287-0655. We've only got about a half hour
Yep.
left to day one of the Holy Family Radio Spring Spirit Drive. We really need that phone to ring. to kind of close out the day with some measure of victory of, hey, we've got some donations today. It was good this morning.
It was
We
great
had
this
some-
morning.
yeah,
We had a
and-
lot of people come in, just, drop in at our new studio, and we welcome in. But anybody who is nearby to come in and visit and drop off your donation, we like to see it. And that's why we kind of were really hopeful being able to do with this new space is to have a place where we can welcome people, because this is a public place. This is your station. It's 100% listener supported through businesses and individuals, and we're really reliant on you to be able to make that happen. So we encourage you to give us a call yet today. We got 35 minutes left at 888-287-0655. That's 888-287-0655. Let's show these young ones what kind of a response it is to how we can talk right here, and the phone will ring here in a couple minutes.
That's right. It's pretty cool to be in studio and hear that phone ring out there, which hopefully doesn't come through the mics. We don't believe it does.
No,
but,
I don't
but
think
we
it
hear
does.
it very loud and clear when it rings. And, we talked earlier today, Deacon Jeff, about making donations perhaps in memory of a loved one or in honor of someone.
Right.
So listeners, you could call and make a donation or a pledge in honor of these wonderful students who have participated in the art contest and have really done a good job. They haven't just sort of slapped something together.
Right.
They've really put their heart into it, created something truly lovely, and they will now be featured on the Holy Family Radio Catholic Schools folder.
Right.
That's published every year and given out to the Catholic schools in the area.
Right. And we receive hundreds of entries. Okay. So it's not like we just have a small little, few, like 20 or 30 or just your class. We get hundreds of these replies. It took us a good half hour to go through each class, each division, to come up with our winner. So there's a lot of competition for this. So you should be very proud.
You should be very proud, yes. And moms and families and brothers and sisters should be proud of you as well.
Now, did I miss this before? Did you mention what school they went to?
Yes, these girls are both from Saints Peter and Paul in Ottawa.
Okay.
And tomorrow we're going to have a student from St. Anthony's in Columbus Grove.
That's right.
And we'd love to get our winner from St. John Delphus as well, if
that won't
they're
happen,
able to
I
make
know.
it.
No, they're not able to make that.
They're not able to make. Okay,
my daughter's the art teacher over there at Delphus St. John, so I already know that.
You really know they're
I
not
really
able to-
know
yeah.
that one. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
They tried. Mm-hmm. So
Oh, good. That's wonderful. Anything else, Deacon Jeff?
No, I don't think so. Just that we need to make that phone ring, or I need to see a notification here that we got an online donation. That's what's really going to make us excited right now. Here, we need some energy, a
We do.
boost. I could use it. 888-287-0655. You can text the word give to 419-969-3255. That's 419-969-3255. And you can make a secure donation, and we'll take it, and we'll add it to our total for today. It's been a really good day. It's been a slow afternoon, but still a great day, a great kickoff to the first day of our 3-day Spirit Drive here. So this is our 11th hour today. We got 22 more to go. You ready?
Yikes. I think I'm readier than you are. I don't know,
Maybe.
because your voice is giving you a little bit of fits here.
I'm going to get a
Today.
couple of lozenges and all that.
Just rest
and
it tonight.
Maybe not talk anymore.
Yes, I'm announcing to Deacon Jeff's family that he will not be speaking after 6 p.m. So he'll make hand signals, write you notes, whatever, but he needs to rest that precious voice. Listeners, we need you to call 888-287-0655. Call and make that donation, and hopefully but we can take it in any format. We can take it as a one-time donation. We can take it as a recurring donation. Really, you're pledging. I mean, we're very happy to run if you give a credit card or a debit card, to run that through. But what we need is your pledge. If you need to pay that later when the tax refund comes in, or a particular paycheck, that's A-OK. We just appreciate you pledging your support to the station, because it makes all the difference in being able to bring you quality Catholic radio throughout Northwest Ohio. So call that number, 888-287-0655. You can write a personal check. You can use a credit card. You can use a debit card, one-time donation, recurring donations, new donors, renewing donors. They're all golden. We love you all.
Yep.
But we need you to give us a call or to pledge that donation online to keep this apostolate going,
Yep.
to keep
We
bringing
do.
you the quality Catholic programming. Whoo! I think my voice is giving out. that you've come to expect on Holy Family Radio.
That's right.
You know, the great show, Catholic Connection in the morning, the Sunrise Morning Show if you're an early riser. Al Cresta, we spoke with him earlier today. Cresta in the afternoon, all the wonderful programming that we get from EWTN, as well as some of the additional programs that Deacon Jeff is able to put across the airways for you. When you call, let us know what you like. Let us know if there's a show you just really like and you hope he never ever takes off the air. He listens to that. We had several years ago, we had some people mention how much they liked the program, and he said, wow, I was just about ready to take that off the air.
It really was. Yep.
And that did an about face, and that's still on the air.
Yep.
I still catch it
Yep.
when I listen in. So your feedback matters and is taken seriously. So give us a call, 888-287-0655. Text the word GIVE to 419-969-3255, or go to holyfamilyradio.fm. That's FM as in radio, not org, or the Holy Family Radio app, available on both Android
Right.
and Apple platforms.
So with that, let's go to a break. Let these folks escape our studio and get on with the rest of their day. We thank you so much for coming in, moms and students and representatives of the school, for coming here today. And it's great to be able to celebrate your work, and certainly look forward to seeing it on our school folder next year. All right. So with that, you're listening to the Spirit Drive here on Holy Family Radio. We'll be back after a short break to wrap up day one.